What it is, YouTube? It's your boy Lil Sean back again with another video. Alright, so we about to talk about this Wrestle Palooza, and I ain't gonna hold you. It wasn't really all that. I ain't gonna hold you. $30 per month, it was really not worth it. Not me, because your boy used a VPN for Netflix, which I know majority of people use, because that pay-per-view was not up the par to really be $30. It wasn't absolutely terrible, but it wasn't the best that it could have been. So the first match was John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Now, most people had mixed opinions on this match because they really didn't know which way this could have gone. They could have had Brock go over, John go over. But I'm gonna break it down for you. So Brock come out, he doing his little shuffle, he get down to the ring, he do his little run through the ropes, stuff like that, yada yada yada. So John come out, and John come out with like 50 white kids. He come out with 50 white kids, and they out there looking like a bunch of minions. They doing the "you can't see me, oh my God, we're so happy to be out here." You could tell the Make-A-Wish kids. You know, a lot of them kids, they were happy to be out there. So, you know, congrats to them. So he get out there. I forgot the lady's ring announcer name, Alicia something, Alicia Taylor, I think that's her name. And they never seen 17, greatest of all time, last time in Indianapolis, John Cena, crowd going crazy. So she about to announce Brock. And all of a sudden you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen," Paul Heyman, Uka Truth the Walrus comes out there, introduces Brock Lesnar, the reigning, defending, conquering, da 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 da. So the match starts, and automatically Brock is destroying John Cena. John barely got any offense in this match. He barely got an ounce of offense in this match. Barely an inch of offense until later on. He tried to hit him with the shoulder tackles. It took about 4 times for him to get Brock down. Then he tried to hit him with 3 AAs. Brock kept getting up. Then after that, Brock said, "Hey, F that." And he just started obliterating John Cena. Hit him with like, 6 F5s. Ended John Cena right there. And a lot of people was like, "What the fuck? Like, bro, like, what was the point? If you was going to have John come out there, at least make him have some type of fight." It was just a one-sided fight for like 6 straight minutes. That's when Brock went off the rails again and started attacking the ref and just left. So, my opinion, that match gets a... If I had to give it a something out of 10, I would honestly give that match a 4. That match was really not that good. So, the second match was the Usos versus the Braun Browns. That match, it was alright. It wasn't really crazy, but it was a decent match. The Usos come out there with the original tag team theme song, and then they switch to Jay's "Just Day One, it's just me." They get down to the ring. LA Knight is the special guest referee for this match, and LA was basically like, "Yo, y'all do whatever the hell y'all want. I do not care." They bring out chairs, tables, and all type of stuff. But then, you know, the Browns end up getting the win. So I feel like it's going to be some tension building up for Jey Uso later on on Monday Night Raw this upcoming Monday. So we already know it's going to be something like that. So I believe the third match was Stephanie Valkyrie and Io Sky. They put on a phenomenal match. I ain't going to hold you. They put on a really phenomenal match. It wasn't a bad match. I'll give them that. It was a pretty good match. And you already know my baby Stephanie Valkyrie. Stephanie Valkyrie came out on top. You already know. That's my baby. That's my baby. So, you know, she came out on top. And WWE has been pushing her really, really well. She came from NXT where she was the double champion. She was the NXT and Women's North American champion, I believe. dropped the title, came to the main roster. Her first main title on the roster was the Women's World Championship. And it's going to be some tension building up between Io and Asuka. Because Asuka has been going on a crash out rampage for the past 2.5 weeks. She was going crazy. So you already know there's going to be some tension building up in that. So the match of the night, CM Punk and my other baby AJ Lee versus Seth and Becky. And boy, when I tell you this match was phenomenal. This match was phenomenal. I ain't gonna hold you. This is a really good match. Hold on. This match was phenomenal. I ain't gonna hold you. So Seth and Becky, they come out there looking like SpongeBob at the end of the Hoover song, just hanging from the ceiling. And then CM Punk came out, did his little clobbering time thing. That's when my baby AJ came out there skipping and, you know, having a grand old time. So the match starts, and it was a really good back and forth. Really good back and forth. CM Punk was taking most of the offense in the beginning, but then later on in the match, Seth and Becky were trying their hardest not to get AJ to get tagged in, because you know they can't have CM Punk versus Becky, which I wish they could have, but that's another time. So Becky grabbed CM Punk's leg and he was trying to reach it. That's when he turned back, looked at her, and he just started skipping on one leg, and he just reached back and said, "Here, AJ." AJ sliding in the ring, looking at her all crazy. He just jumped on her, started whooping her ass. I was like, yes, this is the old AJ that a lot of us grew up on. So there was a lot of back and forth, That's when it was. You could tell. They wanted that intergender match so bad. Seth wanted to hit AJ with a curve stomp so bad. CM Punk wanted to slap Becky so bad. So it was later on in the match. Becky tried to put. No. I said it wrong. Yeah. Becky came up to CM Punk and just started slapping him over and over. CM Punk grabbed her arm, forced her down, was about to put her into a sharpshooter. But I believe Seth came in, ruined it. Becky turned it over and put CM Punk into a sharpshooter. So going on and on. AJ was standing in the corner. Seth Rollins grabbed her leg and tripped her and made her fall on her face. That's when CM Punk came in there and just started beating the hell out of Seth. So that's when he got hit with a pedigree. He was about to go for the pin. That's when AJ come out of nowhere and hit hit Seth Rollins with a curve stomp. It was a lot of good back and forth and a lot of really good chemistry between all four of them. It was a pretty good match. Then it got to a point later where they were on the announcer's table. They was on the announcer's table, and CM Punk and AJ, they cleared off the table. They both had Seth and Becky on top of there. And CM Punk, I can't remember what move he was about to do. He was about to hit him with something. That's when Becky got free from AJ and launched AJ into CM Punk and Seth Rollins, causing all three of them to go through the table. When I tell you this is the match of the night, if it wasn't for Stephanie Valkyrie and Io Sky, that would have been match of the night. I ain't gonna hold you. That would have been match of the night. That was a really, really good, strong match. And I love it. It was a good, strong match, and I love it. So later on, AJ ended up putting Becky into I think she called it the Widow's Peak, Black Widow. It was Black Widow, causing Becky to tap. And the winners are AJ Lee and CM Punk. Pretty good match. So last match, I don't know. I didn't really care for this match. I really didn't. It wasn't a bad match. I didn't really care. It was Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. They had a little good back and forth. It was a spot where Drew was about to kick I was saying Drew was about to kick Cody Rhodes through the announcers table, but Cody moved out the way. Then later on, they got into the ring. Uh, Cody hit Drew with a I think it was I really didn't care for the match. I really don't remember. I believe it was a crossroads, then 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Besides, really two matches on this entire card. This whole pay per view was just mid. It was just mid. I ain't gonna hold you, cause WWE like y'all expect us to pay $30, and that was the matches we got. Besides two matches, out of the four matches, only two of them really stood out. That was Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer, and AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth and Becky. Those are the only two matches that stood out on the card. Other than that, the show was not that good. I ain't gonna hold you. Then they did some at the press conference where it's leading up to Crown Jewel and Perk. I'm probably saying it wrong. Perk, Australia, where it's obviously going to be champion versus champion. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. I mean, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. So, hey, y'all let me know what y'all think about the show. In my opinion, the show was mid. Besides two matches, the show was mid. Hey, y'all let me know. Shit.